Let's welcome back to the final part of the show. It's time to go live to Waterford, where Aisling Larkin is looking after tonight's dinner. What's on the menu, Aisling? Remind us.
Hello, guys. So this evening I am doing a gorgeous falafels, and I'm doing it in a meze-style platter. And talking of horny hands, I don't have horny hands, thankfully, and I have washed them. But I did have a chicken earlier this week that had the most hoof-like feet you've ever seen. Oh my God, I cooked the chicken, I have to tell you this, in my air fryer / pressure cooker, right? Did it on Instagram. I have never laughed so much. One woman, when she saw a picture of my disastrous chicken, said that she thought the hoofs looked like they needed a shellac. They were that bad. So I have actually, I swear to God, it was, guys, I laughed so hard.
The chicken can get behind me in the queue, Aisling. No queue skipping for puffy
You and
chicken.
me both, sister. I hear you. I know.
We're trying to find somewhere that's open.
Tonight.
Yeah, go on.
Exactly. In the air fryer and the pressure cooker to show you how good it is. But before we do that, we're going to do the falafels, right? So falafels are made using chickpeas. So I have a tin of chickpeas here that I've peeled, right? Now, why do you peel them? And I always tell you do this with your hummus as well. These are the skins, okay, that come off them. And they just, you get a much smoother texture when you make your hummus or you make your falafels. So it's just a matter of just rubbing them under a little bit of cold water, and the difference is incredible. Chickpeas and stuff like that are known to kind of cause wind. It's something called an oligosaccharide in it when it gets to the large intestine. So removing that helps with that as well. So it's incredibly beneficial. Next up into my falafel mix, and this is all done in a food processor, so it's great. I'm putting in 3 spring onions because they've got a really mild flavour. They're lovely. And then I've got fresh coriander going in there. You could use dried if you wanted. Then I have a teaspoon and a half of cumin. Then a half teaspoon of baking powder. Now, you need to put a little bit of a raising agent into a falafel to make them just a little bit light and fluffy on the inside. Baking powder works better than bicarb because with bicarb you need a lot of acid, and this is just nicer. And then 2 teaspoons of flour. Now, if you're doing gluten-free, you can use corn flour, and it works really, really nice. And that just helps to thicken everything up. A couple of cloves of garlic, 3 cloves of garlic going in, and then a little splash of water, and that just combines everything together. Like, guys, that is as complicated or as easy as a falafel is, right? Put your lid on, and you're just going to blitz that until it comes together in a paste. Now, I'm not going to do it because I've one done already, right? So I'm just going to pop this over here. You only want to blitz it for like 2.5, 3 minutes, and you end up with a beautiful paste that looks like this.
Okay.
Now, the key is to put it in the fridge and chill it for 30 minutes before you start to roll it, because it's really difficult to roll when it's just out of the food processor. So just chilling it down, roll it into your little falafel balls, and these ones are going to be baked in the oven. So you can get fried ones, but again, just a little, one step closer to healthier all the time. So you can bake them in the oven. So what I've done is I've preheated my oven to 200 degrees Celsius, and you want to cook them nice and hot. So I'm just rolling them and putting them in here. So you want them nice and hot for the first 7 or so minutes. And then 10 to 12 minutes after that, you can bring that heat down to about 180. And like, that is it. So the spray oil works really, really well. Give them a spritz, and they just go in the oven. That's them done. They're brilliant to batch cook. You can save them up. You can have them made in advance, ideal for lunches or for a dinner. They're really, really lovely. So the next thing I want to show you is this green goddess dressing, which is just stunning. This is originally developed in the 1920s in San Francisco in the Palace Hotel. But my, oh my, is it amazing. So what we're doing is we're starting off with 50 grams of mayonnaise. And into that, we're putting 50 grams of sour cream. Now, you can use light mayo and light sour cream if you want. So if you like a Caesar dressing or you like a ranch dressing, you are going to love this. This is where all the green and all the flavour comes from. A massive big hit of herbs. So I have chives, I have mint, I have basil, and I have parsley going in, right? Put all of those in, clove of garlic, little squeeze of lemon juice, and this holds in the fridge like for a good few days. You'll get nearly the week out of it. And the secret, which is the umami to this dressing. So when you eat it, it is just, it's addictive. It's absolutely amazing. 1 anchovy fillet.
Whoa.
Okay, so that's going in. I know it sounds like such a strange ingredient, but they are loaded with umami, and that's what gives it the incredible flavour. Again, you're just going to pop it on here, blitz it all up, and it turns out to look like this stunning green dressing. Okay, it's like genuinely, as I said earlier, you would eat it off the spoon. It's amazing. So this is what the falafels look like when they come out of the oven. So now I want to just show you how you're going to layer up your whole platter. So look, the weather has been lovely the last few days. I mean, I've been so tempted to take the garden furniture back out of storage already, and it's only March. But it's like this is, and I know we're not there yet, but getting back to sharing food with people, and I think this is just lovely. So what I've started with in the centre is just some Irish butterhead lettuce, the real old school lettuce, but it's lovely. I've got some olives. I made a beautiful beetroot hummus. So this recipe is on my Instagram for hummus. And all I did was add one of the vac-packed beetroot, already pre-cooked, and you get this amazing pink colour. So you've got your gorgeous beetroot, you've hummus, you've got your halloumi, you've got your olives, couple of little flatbreads going in the back here, then the amazing falafels. So they're baked again, so they're really, really healthy, but they're full of flavour. Now, the one thing I would say, season them up well with salt, because they do take flavour quite well. And because they're baked, they're great. Even little toddlers who are at home who are wheeling, they're perfect because they're that little bite size. Got a couple of these gorgeous little sweet red peppers going in here at the front. And it's that kind of sharing food that's really nice. And like I said, sometimes falafels can be like the star of the show, but you can have them as a really nice accompaniment. So like that, we've done my fabulous roast chicken from the pressure cooker / air fryer that actually looks really good this time. I'm saving my reputation here with that. And like, it's that simple. Sorry, I also have actually some pickled red onion. And these are just little pickles in a tiny little bit of vinegar and sugar and salt. And they're beautiful. And then finish it with your green goddess dressing. And like, I suppose if you're used to a traditional roast kind of chicken Sunday dinner, this might be a really nice alternative to do a gorgeous platter like this. And then you can dip the falafels in and garnish it with some fresh herbs. And guys, that's it.
But,
can I
looks
just
amazing.
Can we first of all can we give her a boula boss, because that is unbelievable. But also, as I'm so happy you can't see us sometimes here when the chefs are there. When Aisling, when you dangled the anchovy, Martin King's face just went.
No, you
like
see,
this for a good 15 seconds. The look of horror on your face was unreal.
You said anchovies for umami. It's not umami, it's Jesus when I hear anchovies. So,
and normally you'd have a director. Neil is being very nice to us. A director that might go back and flash the weird face that presenters do. But I was laughing so hard at your face that Neil was like, I can't put either of them on.
But it looks amazing, and I'm sure it is a green goddess dressing.
It looks amazing. It's up on 6 Eats. Aisling will have it on her Instagram. I'll link it on my Instagram as well after the show. Aisling Larkin, we adore you. Thank you so much. It looks amazing.
Cheers, Aisling.
Welcome, guys.
Well done.